Hello and welcome. I am going to be teaching you how to use the basics of PowerPoint. When you load a PowerPoint, this should be the first screen that you see. In order to start with a blank slide, we're going to click this top left option up here. And this is your basic PowerPoint front setting. You have your two boxes here. These are both text boxes. Up here in the top left, you are going to have your toolbar. You are going to have the new slide option. You're going to have options for layout, for reset, for section, your basic standard font options that you would find in Word. You're going to have places where your text can be moved off to the side. You can use double space, bullet points. There are all kinds of options here. If you've used Microsoft Word before, you're very familiar with this particular part of the toolbar, known as the Home section. After the Home section, we have the Insert section, where you can find the new slide, the table, pictures, online pictures. You can find all kinds of shapes. We're going to move on to the Draw. This is not really necessary for the basics, but I want you to be aware that this is an option that you do have at your disposal. We then have the design option where you can pick different layouts for your PowerPoint. These are different backgrounds. You can use different colors, as you can see I'm doing here. You have the transition slide. You will not need to be using this as frequently. It is another option at your disposal, as well as the animations. The slideshow option is where you can present from your current slide or you can present from another slide. The review, view, and help sections we are not going to go over. However, you may find more tutorials with a more in-depth explanation of how these work. So back to the home section, we are going to have many options here. We will start by adding a title. This is where you can really create the beginning of your PowerPoint. From here, you have options to change the font. You can change the color of that font. You have many color options that you can choose. We're going to stick with standard black. You can add a subtitle. You can also move this. Let's say if you wanted to move it to the left, you can move it to the right, or you can keep it centered. You can add anything you want in these boxes. If you click off, you can see that those boxes tend to go away. These narrow lines here are the grid lines. They can help you place things within your PowerPoint and keep things going. So once you've created your title slide, maybe you would like to add a new slide. So you can click on this button here. And as you can see, you have many options of what slide you would like to create. We'll go with this option. Now this could be where you could add your heading section, and you have body text. Now, you can change these bullet points, you can delete them. If you hit enter on this section, you will be able to add another bullet point, or you can simply delete it. If you want to make more slides exactly like this one, but you don't want to go into the new slide option, you can always hit the enter key, and it will create a slide just like the previous. So I'm sure most of you are aware of how this works. You have your font options up here and everything else that you would find in a standard Word layout. As far as the insert, you can add pictures from your computer. You can add screenshots. You can use shapes. You can use icons. You have the option of 3D models, word art. You can really get creative with what you want to put in this section. You can use online pictures as well. This is very simple. You would just click into it and you can search anything and it will bring it up a lot like Google Images. We're going to skip over the draw section for now, as well as design. Transitions, we'll show you very quickly. There are options here. You can push, wipe, split. You can apply this to any text. I would advise staying away from the transitions. If you're going to use them, be very minimalistic about the ones you choose. Similarly for the animations, you also want to be very minimalistic with what you choose for the animations. Moving on to the design aspect, if you don't like the way that your PowerPoint looks as blank, you are able to change the background. Again, be very careful with your design choices that you choose here. You want to make sure that your PowerPoint makes sense with the message that you're trying to deliver to your learners. You can apply PowerPoint here, and as you can see, it has applied to all. You also have these options over here on the side if you want to change any slide but still make it fit within your theme. That's totally possible. As far as these themed sections, you can choose one or you can tend to stay away from them. Minimalistic PowerPoint designs tend to be the best, especially for teaching. You want to make sure that the text is really easy to read and not too difficult. As you can see, this green here in the title tends to blend in with the background and can make it hard for learners to distinguish or read really what's going on. So it's up to you to use these templates or not. I would advise against it. However, they can be good for creative choices. You have many options with the background section. So this is only the basics. Your slideshow option is another place that you're going to be spending a lot of time. You have present your slides online. You can present from the current slide or you can present from the beginning. So if we click on present from the beginning, it'll take us right into this main slide, and you can click through it. There's our next slide, and the slide we created after that. And then if you click again, it'll take you to this black screen, and then click one more time and it'll pull you out. Or let's move down to the second slide, and let's say present from current slide, and it'll present you from right here. Or you can present from the beginning like before, and it'll take you all the way back to the beginning initial slide. These are really what's the most important parts for your slideshow, for your presentation in PowerPoint. You're going to want to stick really with current slide and from the beginning. That's really where you're going to get the most use out of your presentation. Another thing I wanted to show you, let's present from the beginning. There are options down in the left corner. They're very, very, very faint, but they are down in the left corner. I don't believe you can see them too well on this example, but there are options down at the bottom. There are a string of buttons that you can use in order to navigate through your PowerPoint a lot more quickly, so be aware that that is an option for you down at the bottom left if you need to make choices about your PowerPoint. Well, so far these are the basics, and if you want to go more further in depth, there are many options, many videos out there for you to really discover what you can do with PowerPoint. It is a fantastic teaching tool and app, and I would highly recommend getting more involved and really creating those presentations to get those learners learning. Thank you.